What's up? This your man Step and welcome to If One Thing Changed. So I got a quick question for you guys, man. I want you to really think about this before we get into this game. But what would have happened if you made a different decision in your life? There was just one incident or one little small decision that you could have changed in your life. Say you got a job promotion but you declined it. Or say you there was a party and you really wanted to go but you had work to do. But you skipped work and went to the party. Not just like a job in the morning, but like schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're in college and you really had a lot of work. What if you chose the salad over the ice cream? What if you chose the ice cream over the salad? I don't know. It's kind of like a butterfly effect thing. You go back in time and you change one little small thing, whether it be like killing a bug or something. What if you killed a bug that you saw on the ground? What do you think would have happened if you did that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's pretty much what this game's about, man. And it caught my eye, man. I'm very excited to see what it's about. You know what I'm saying, and how far it goes into this kind of, you know, mechanic, and like experience. I don't know, but there's like a lot. I sometimes think about that. Like, what if I would have done certain things differently? Would the situation have turned out the same or a bit different? You never know. Mom and dad are fighting again. It feels like every day now. And obviously, it is about me. Again. Why does it feel that this is all my fault? That I have done everything wrong? It really feels as it was not long ago. Not long ago that all three of us were happy. But I'm very excited to see what this game is about, man. Sweetie, it's dinner time. I love food. Always have. I'm I agree, man. It just depends on what the hell I'm eating. So I look forward to all meals and snacks and candy, dessert. You guys get it. I quickly ran to the table. As I sat down, a plate was set in front of me. Mashed potatoes, peas, and a juicy pork chop was placed in front of me. And this game does have different endings, you know what I'm saying? Just letting you know. I love mashed potatoes and Dad's famous pork chops. That actually sounds good. Really any kind of meat. But his pork chops were my favorite. Peas, on the other hand, I didn't really like. Oh God, vegetables. I pushed away the plate, leaving only peas spread across the plate. Now, little Timmy, you don't get your dessert or your candy if you don't eat your vegetables.
Forget y'all.
Moving them around doesn't count as eating them. Eat them as well, so you'll grow up smart and pretty. Is what every parent, tells you. I pushed away the plate with only the peas remaining. Honey, you need to eat those to help you become a very smart girl. Now I'm pretty sure, me, I could eat peas, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of actually I wasn't that type of kid to push away vegetables. So I'm gonna kind of play this from my perspective, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not all the way, but majority I'll play it from my perspective. I never liked peas, but they were never that bad. I usually had a fit over them. But I believe my mother when she said it would make me smart. I was such a gullible child, but it made mom smile. I remember school being a different story. I was cute, but also kind of a tomboy. There was this one time, once at school during recess. Boy, do I miss having those. I don't. The time to play and run around when no one would tell you you had things to do. Hey, come play with us. I was so surprised. Me? Gee. I was new in this school and I felt I was already making friends, which made me happy and, well, eager to please. I was more than willing to follow my new friend over to a couple of other children at the side of the school. Oh no. Once I got there, they were gathering small rocks for whatever reason. Oh man, it's always the new kid to get some stupid shit done to them, man. Damn. And I can kind of relate to that. I mean, not getting rocks thrown at me, but I did get picked at a lot. So I joined in to help gather rocks. I didn't know how it happened, but we changed from collecting rocks to throwing them. Oh, so they're not throwing rocks at her, they're throwing rocks with her. Next thing I knew, our window was broken. They're probably going to blame it on her. It wasn't me. Hell, I didn't even throw a rock yet. Next thing I heard was, I can't get in trouble. My mommy will be so mad at me. Please say you did it. Fuck no, you got me. Hell no, your dumb ass did it. You're my best friend. Please. You're, you're, you're my best friend. You are my best friend. God, I hate that. I hate that. That's such like a pet peeve of mine, that your shit. I'm sorry. I never had a best friend before. Teacher rushes over to us almost screaming. What the fuck are you doing? Are you kids okay? Who broke this window? Why were you kids throwing rocks? So many questions, so little time. You're in so much trouble. He rattled on so quickly I couldn't follow how angry he was. I had to decide quickly. No, I'm not taking the blame for that. Their dumb asses did it. I'm telling the truth. I didn't have anything to do with it. Hell no. She threw the rock, I said as I pointed to my new friend. Fuck that. Friendship ain't worth all that getting in trouble. That's like people in real life who fucking who expect you to take the blame for being involved with the cops. You got me fucked up. If you did it, I'm not saying I did it. As soon as I did, the other kids pointed in agreement that it was her. Last thing I remember of that was the pain of her screaming. I hate you, you're not my friend. Oh, you finally used "you're" right. Nice. Those words echoed in my head, and it hurts to think that I betrayed a friend. Well, for one, you guys were little kids, and pretty sure you're gonna have other friends in the future. But I was just telling the truth. Why did it hurt so much? I honestly couldn't answer that, man. Thinking back, I was usually alone. I had very few friends, but I always tried to outdo what I saw others do. Jungle gyms, monkey bars, swings. Oh yes, I love swings. Actually, now that I think about it, I used to always be on the monkey bars, man. And swings. I used to I remember being my sister, we used to swing, and we used to try and swing as high as we could, and we jump off. You know what I'm saying? I used to love doing that, man. It was so awesome. Try to touch the sky, man. That's what we used to do. It was where you would find me most of the time at school or at the park. I remember kids jumping from the swings, from as high as they could to see how far they would go. And when they were done, I always felt I could do better. One day I did. That day after the kids left, I went over and decided to cop them. But for some reason, it wasn't enough. I got on that swing and went as hard as I could, as high as I could. I wanted to fly, just like me and my sister, man. I closed my eyes and I felt the rush. Don't tell me you fell off and you broke your arm. As I flew up and down, back and forth, the wind rushing past me. That is when it came to me. Oh, man. I feel like if I let go, I'm going to hurt myself. But I feel like if I don't let go, I'm just afraid and I'm going to regret that. No regrets, man. So, I mean, me personally, back then, I would have let go. So I'm going to let go. At the highest point, I let go. And I flew. The wind rushing past, my heart aflutter. Then I opened my eyes, and I was face first into death, man. I made a mistake. I didn't think. I was a kid after all. I failed to remember that I would have to land at some point. I screamed as I looked down from what felt like miles. Seconds felt like minutes. I watched the ground come toward me, then I couldn't remember much. What the hell was that? Sound like somebody got their throat slit. Adults running toward me. Sirens, blood, and pain. Damn, what the hell happened? The pain. 8 weeks. 8 weeks I was in those casts. What did you fall into a fucking pit of dirt where a construction truck was like pouring more dirt in it? Like, Jesus Christ. I broke an arm and a leg. Must have cost my parents a fortune. But I got hurt so badly and they put me on some pills. I couldn't feel anything. Pain, emotions. For one of the best feelings of my life, it took a heavy toll. I never got on a swing again. Do I hear something? No, I don't hear shit. Thought I heard something, sorry. Wow. I feel like my childhood was awkward. Still seemed rather normal though. My teenage years, on the other hand, were scarier. Oh boy, tell me about it, man. Puberty, sex, prom, even more bullying, you know what I'm saying? Once I hit puberty, it wasn't all angst, hatred, and boys. Well, maybe a boy. My teen years were very memorable. It brought me far more than I expected when I reached high school. I still was not very social. But somehow I managed to get a boyfriend. Everything went so fast yet felt slow at the time. Just a blink and it was all gone. But that day, I could never forget. I'm trying to think how many girlfriends I had in high school. Three? I had three girlfriends in high school. We hadn't dated long when he invited me to a party. He was only a year older than me, so it was not anything special. He was mature. No, I had four girlfriends. My bad. I had four girlfriends in high school. Could have had more, but let me not brag about that. When we arrived, it was different. Not what I remember a party to be. The air was thick, almost unbreathable. There was a lot of weed in there, man. A lot of alcohol and drugs and weed. Everywhere I looked, there were kids of all ages. It was like a museum for teenagers. And I mean, there were kids that looked like middle schoolers. Well, I mean, that's no surprise today. Motherfucking kids smoking and shit and listening to that trap shit. They were all kissing, making out, smoking. That sounds like kids today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, kids back then, man, ain't nothing different. I was curious and yet disgusted at the same time. Despite knowing it was bad, I wanted to try it. I wanted to fit in. And my curiosity, no sooner do I think, then he came back with booze and I think it was a cigarette of some kind. He offered both to me. Nah, I'm good. Cause me personally, I don't drink now. I mean, look, I jumped off a damn swing and broke my arm and my leg. I'm not trying to get drunk and smoke a damn cigarette and get cancer and get raped. Hell no. Fuck that. I'm good. After I refused, I was too good for all of this. See, and that's what peer pressure comes in, man. I hate that shit. Somebody offers you something and you say no, they think that you're too good for it. You know what I'm saying? No, maybe you just don't want to do it. Damn son of a bitch. I hate that shit, man. I really hate that. People think that you gotta say yeah to everything. Otherwise, you're just different. You know what I'm saying? Or you're just too good for it, or you're just self-centered, or you're just better than them. I hate that so much. People started talking and I started to get overwhelmed. Hey, you made the right decision. I needed to step outside for a bit. After getting some fresh air, I realized that he never came to check on me, which made me a little upset, so I went to find him. Found him with another bitch, and I did. I shouldn't have done that. He was all over another girl. Thought so, man. These niggas ain't shit nowadays, man. These niggas ain't shit nowadays. That's so bullshittery, man. I hate that. It was devastating. Poor girl. They were almost half naked. But in the middle of the party, with dozens of people around about to have an orgy, how could anyone? He noticed me standing there, mouth gaping open. And the first thing he said, I just couldn't believe it. I thought she was you. Wow, man. And the music settled in the right time. It's so fucked up. I would never in my life do that to a girl, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna be dating high school girls. No, but I'm saying, like, that's fucked up. That girl had a boyfriend, man, and he cheated on her because she didn't take a cigarette or some alcohol. I would probably have to beat the shit out of somebody who did that. You know? That's fucked up, man. You said you didn't have a girlfriend. Wow, yo. Oh, pussy ass nigga, man. Pussy ass nigga. I didn't get some sense of justice when she slapped him. I did get some sense of justice. That was it. Well, at least the girl didn't know. You know what I'm saying? At least she stood up for us, you know? He deserved that stupid shit. He deserved more than that. I walked home in the cold by myself, crying. My mother caught me as I entered the door. That's the type of girl that I would be friends with. You know what I'm saying? Type of person I would be friends with. You know, if somebody was going through some dumb shit like that, I would talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't sit there and act like I understood it all, even though I've been there with the whole cheating thing. And we had a long talk. I mean, I never ran in on my girl cheating on me, but, I did hear some things. I did see some things, but nothing like that. She told me so many things that made me feel better. And I did cheat too. I'm not going to act like I got cheated on all the time. I did cheat too. So I've been on both sides of the fence, man, about her experiences at my age. But it still made me have trouble ever trusting a guy again. I can't say all my memories were bad, but it never seems to be the good ones I remember. Shopping with what friends I did have was always a blast. We ate food, got clothes, drooled over cute guys as they walked by. Well, at least you had more friends. That's what mattered. It was always good fun. Until we had a few new people join our small group. We met them one day at the mall. They were way too cool for us. I don't remember how the friendship began, but I know how it all ended. The last time I ever enjoyed shopping, it seems like a distant memory after what happened. Dark chocolate is my favorite. I prefer white chocolate, but hey, whatever. I was spending all I had for my stash at home. It was running low. After I gathered my hoard, I turned to our new friends and saw them sticking stuff in their pockets. Nope, I'm not stealing. I don't steal. Hell no. I don't steal. I've been accused of stealing before, man. And I didn't do it. Somebody else did it. They were signaling me to come over. I didn't know why they were there, but I had an idea. Those are the type of friends you don't want around you. I don't give a fuck who they are. Hey, grab a couple of these. My pockets are full. Mine too. Hurry up and don't worry. We do this all the time. That doesn't make it right. I mean, come on, man. I know this is wrong. But it sounded exciting. I don't steal. I'm sorry. Call me boring. I don't give a fuck. Something to brag about. A story to tell, even if it's small. No. Hell no. I'm not doing that. That doesn't look tasty. No. No. The next thing I know, a couple of mall cops come up behind us. We are then escorted to some room in the mall. Well, as long as they find out that I don't have anything in my pockets, they'll be good. After they lectured us and made a few phone calls, we waited for our parents. I know I did. I know I chose don't steal, right? I just couldn't believe that this happened. My parents still bring it up even now, and it's just not fair. I was banned from the mall for life. Damn, how you get banned from a mall for life? The biggest turning point in high school years was not even about high school. It was about driving. I always wanted to drive. Man, I remember taking my driving test, man. It was 10 weeks, like over the course of 10 weeks. It was fucking awesome, man. I was really doing some shit like the K Park, like K parking and shit like that. It was awesome. To have the freedom, the speed. I'm a fast driver, but I'm a safe driver. Ability to get away. And no, I don't speed. I just like to go 5 over all the time. Even after my license, I was never allowed to use the car. Or so it seemed. I got my chance when I least expected it. A drive-in movie? No date. Just me. The fresh air. And movie food. It was just a night I had no one to watch over me. The movie was a double feature of movies that had been in theaters for a while. So it was to be a long night and I was gonna love every minute. My bladder didn't agree. I don't want to miss part of the movie, but I really need to go. And the movie is just getting so good. I was beginning to regret buying the jumbo soda. I wish they would have given me the choice to buy the damn soda or not. Well, obviously we know what's gonna happen if I hold it. She gonna piss on herself. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't want to piss on myself, so going to the restroom. Gotta do it. I bet you guys are like, Jesus Christ, this guy's boring as hell. But nah, man, it's smart common sense. I couldn't hold it in. I had to go. Number 1, right? Or number 2? I jumped out of the car, leaving the door open and rushed to the restroom. I hate public restrooms. After washing my hands, feeling relieved, I headed back to the car. The movie was over. Now, where did I park? Oh, God, I swear it was over here somewhere. Wait. No, it can't be. It's been stolen. Oh, damn, man. I was expecting the movie to be over. From a drive-in. How? This isn't fit. Well, that was a big turn for the worse. You know what I'm saying? Why now? Why? After I calmed my head, I headed back to the food stand and used their phone and explained what happened to my dad. He went off the rails. I was irresponsible for leaving the keys in the car. You damn dumbass. I mean, listen, I know you got to go to the bathroom, but like, I'm thinking they hotwired the damn car. Why would you leave the keys in the car? I would like nobody should ever forget that. I don't care how bad you got to go to the restroom. Why would you leave the keys in the car? I should have pissed on myself. And there were no security cameras at the drive-in. But that's the thing about this game. You don't really think about shit like that. It's like at that choice, you were like, do I piss on myself and experience an awesome movie? Or do I go to the restroom and miss that part? Nobody ever thought about what was in between that. The car getting stolen. You know, like nobody ever thought of that. Police never found the car. My dad said the insurance wouldn't cover it. Just another simple choice gone horribly wrong. I can't even scratch the surface of my experiences. But some of the biggest things happen when you have to be an adult. After high school, I was forced. Well, not forced. I was suggested to get a job. Well, that's pretty much the same thing because if they suggest you to get a job and you don't get a job, they're going to kick you out. But if they force you to get a job, pretty much the same shit. You know, parents are such a pain. They just don't understand. Well, it wasn't a bad idea since I wanted stuff. And that requires money. Though it took me weeks and what felt like hundreds of applications. I would work anywhere at this point. Finally the time came. Just as a waitress, but who am I to complain? It was harder than I thought it would be. But I was pretty. According to all the customers, where the hell are you working? Hooters? Which got me tips. Really good tips. You're working at Hooters, aren't you? I bet somebody slapped that ass, you know what I'm saying? I was making more than I ever thought I would. But as the weeks went by, it seemed like my checks were getting smaller. I tried to bring it up to the owner, my boss, and he just kept brushing me off, saying that I'm getting paid for what I work. I told my parents. They told me to keep track of my own time. I wanted to trust my boss, but I kept track anyway. Her parents are really starting not to give a shit, you know what I'm saying? My next check was even lower than before, and my record showed that I should have been paid more. A lot more. I brought it to the attention of the boss when I was off, and he responded with all these wild excuses. Uh-oh, what happened? I tried to fight him on it, demanding my money. You're replaceable. Oh, that's what's going on? He's trying to get a younger, more sexy, a sexier young lady to take my spot. Complain again and you're fired. He walked out of the office for a break, which he did 40 times a day. I noticed something after you left. The safe is open. The safe was open with a bunch of cash. I worked hard. I wanted what I earned, and I was gonna take it. Then find another job. But take more, stuff your pockets, take what you're owed. Oh no, I gotta. It's the same shit. So either way it goes, I'm stealing the money. And like she said, no matter what, she was taking that money because she worked hard. Take what you're owed. Wow, take what you're owed. Just make it seem like it's like I'm justifying my actions, you know? Man. Well, I mean, clearly I'm gonna take what I'm owed, but it's the same choice. Steal, you know? Damn, man. Because I mean, if we lived in a different society where I could take that money, take what I was owed without any, consequences to my actions, then my actions would be justified. But in this society, you steal that money, even if you're owed it, it doesn't fucking matter. It's stealing. So either way it goes, I'm stealing it. I'm going to jail. You know. I took what I thought owed to me. Didn't want to steal, but I wanted what was mine. Left my apron and told everyone there I quit. It was enough to get me by. At least while I found a different job, which eventually did with far better pay and a great boss. I feel a bit bad, but I don't regret what I did. With all the things in life, I remember the scariest moment of my life. Met a guy and he asked me out. What a beautiful night. And such a great date. He was charming, romantic, and caring. Everything you would hope for. Seemed a little too good for, to be true. At the end of the day, he offered me a ride home. I declined. I wanted to walk home on such a great night. But shortly into my walk, things changed. I saw something off in the distance near an alley. Oh no, a kid who was waving his arms at this homeless man? I decided to go do a little investigating to what was going on. Though as I got closer, I saw he had a gun. Oh no. He was waving a gun around at the man. Is it real? Wait, is he robbing the guy? How dense and mild, of course, he was. Hide and call the cops, trying to intervene. Oh no, man. So, there's gonna be some choices to my actions with this shit, man. Because if I hide and call the cops, the kid's gonna probably get away. Guy's probably gonna die. Or I'm gonna make noise and the kid's gonna find me and probably shoot me. Or if I try and intervene, I'm probably gonna save the dude, but we're probably both gonna get shot. Or I'm gonna get shot, probably get paralyzed. I feel like hiding and calling the cops isn't gonna do anything, man. Man, holy shit. I really don't know what to do, man. I've been sitting here just watching. I don't know what to do. I feel like if I hide and call the cops, there really isn't gonna be anything that's gonna happen from that, you know? But if I intervene, I'm gonna intervene. Hey, I'm calling a bang right in your chest. I didn't even finish. I felt a searing, tearing pain. Damn, got shot. Ripping through my body. Stars. Oh, are we gonna die? I saw the stars. It was quiet. Am I making some stupid ass decisions other than the faint footsteps of someone running? Next thing I remember was I felt someone touching me, feeling around. Oh, he robbed her. Being out of it, I couldn't think. Was it the homeless man? The kid? Were they robbing me? 911? Help, a woman was just shot. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. He had been searching for my phone. I thought he was robbing me and is trying to save me. Everything just went dark after that. I woke up in the hospital. I freaked out when I woke up and a nurse had to calm me down. I had to be rushed into the ER because of blood loss. That is all I knew of what happened. I wish I had medical insurance. The bills were astronomical. I mean, how are your parents gonna blame you for getting shot? You know what I'm saying? You tried to save a life and in return they saved your life. Parents better not get mad at that stupid shit. You could have died, you know? I had to ask for help again. Oh, we're on our own. My bad. We are on our own. But the important thing is that I'm alive. That man saved my life. If he didn't call when he did, I might not be here. I can't escape how much trouble I feel like I have caused everyone. Mostly my parents. Being an adult has never made me want to be a kid again. Every day you wish you could just be carefree and irresponsible again. That's it. Screw being an adult. I went, got drunk. I mean everyone. Didn't care what gender. One guy offered to buy me a drink. I was not gonna pass that up, which was unknowingly one of the worst decisions of my life. Yep, cause somebody slipped a pill in that shit. Something was wrong. I wasn't okay after that drink. Everything started feeling weird. Think I was drugged. The night just got weird. It didn't I have a like a thought of that back at the party. I was like, I might get drugged here with this alcohol. Don't wanna, you know, don't wanna do that. The night just got worse from there. He got me in a cab heading somewhere. I wasn't in control of myself. I wanted everything, but wanted to get away at the same time. My brain made Mary live all of, I don't know what that says. Oh, made me relive. It was me relive. It just wasn't a space. I was like, what the fuck? All at once, and I was shutting down. And being drugged didn't make it better. Next thing I could recall is that he was touching me. It all changed. Wished I was good and did everything right. Couldn't move. Couldn't scream. Couldn't fight back. This is all my fault. Somebody save me. The cab driver. Barely after we started moving, he slammed on the brakes, looked back and asked me if I was okay. I could barely shake my head. Apparently it was enough. The cab driver busted out of his door and ripped the guy out of the back. Wow, he was raping her in the back seat. Wow, that's a savage, man. For real. I would have fucked him up. Punched him out cold in one shot. Damn, that's some Mike Tyson shit. You guys seen Hangover? Damn. This cab driver, I have no idea what he looked like. Probably was Mike Tyson, and it didn't matter. He saved me from a horrible experience. Before I passed out, he managed to find out where I wanted to go with the barely audible voice I had. Oh man. If I go to my parents' house, I doubt they're gonna take me in, you know? But if I go home, huh? I feel like some bad's gonna happen if I go to my house. But I feel like if I go to my parents, they're not gonna take me in because I'm gonna be fucked up. They've already dealt with me enough. I'm going home. Probably a dumbass decision. He took out my phone and called my parents. I couldn't stop him even if I wanted to. My parents met him at my house and they helped me inside. Instantly, I thought that was the same choice, like home and my parents, like same shit. You know what I'm saying? Instantly fell asleep, then woke up alone. I started crying and couldn't stop. If it wasn't for that driver, my dad called and lectured me on my door, on my poor decision making. And first of all, I'm gonna just say this now: it wasn't my choice to have her out there. You know, she did that on her own, and that I should have been more careful. I hung up and continued to cry until I fell asleep again. I loved my parents. I love my parents. They have taken such good care of me through everything. I can never thank them enough. But that's when it all happened. When everything changed. It had to have been years now. It's hard to keep count like this. Just a normal days coming home from work. Nothing special. I lived close enough to walk home every day. Only a few blocks, occasionally pick up a coffee. Starbucks, waiting. The sign changes to walk. I start crossing. About halfway into the street. Oh no. Oh my God, man, this girl is just, I was hit by a bus. Oh my God, are you gonna be paralyzed or dead? Since the accident, I have been in a coma, but I can hear everything. Every word the doctors have said, every single thing my parents fought about. I wish I could tell them one last time. I'm so sorry for what I put them through. My parents are still fighting. It's all about money, me being a burden. And that they can't afford the care I need, so they're gonna let they're gonna let their own daughter die because of some fucking money. Even the doctor's saying that I won't be coming out of this. And at this point, and it's not even about the money, man. I understand, bills have to be paid and insurance is high. But for them to just sit there and just, I don't know what, hey man, we can't afford our daughter to be alive. Like, they're not even gonna fight. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I want to anymore. But it's not like I've had a choice. And I can hear them. I don't get one now. They're coming. If I have one wish, I want to tell them thank you and that I love you both. So that is so sad. And I got the fucking bad end, man. Wow. And you know what? I'm actually gonna leave it there. Cause and first of all, that was if one thing changed. But I personally don't want to go back in that. I feel like one ending for my channel is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Cause first of all, it took 30 minutes for me to get one ending, but I just don't want to go back and have to do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fast clicking just to get through certain things. And I had to fast click through certain things because the dialogue just went over slow, you know what I'm saying? And it was annoying. But that game was heavy, man. Some things just couldn't be helped. You had to make certain decisions, you know what I'm saying? But some things, you really couldn't help. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It was just a deep game. It was heavy, man. It was heavy. It was very heavy, and clearly we died. But clearly there's some other endings. So maybe picking the most the the moral choice, the one that deals with your morals isn't the best choice. You know what I'm saying? Not drinking alcohol. Maybe we had to take that chance. Having a bad decision may turn into a good decision at some point. But go ahead and try the game out yourself, man, if you want to, play this game. Very heavy hitter, no doubt. I'm glad I played it. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. I'm out.